Last week, someone embarrassed themselves in front of you. You probably don't remember who, and that's exactly why you're wasting so much energy worrying about what people think. Most of us walk around feeling like we're being watched, like people are noticing every mistake, every awkward comment, every weird thing we do. But here's the strange part. Most people are far too busy worrying about themselves to spend much time thinking about you. And once you truly understand that, life starts feeling a lot lighter. Have you ever replayed an awkward moment in your head for hours? Maybe you stumbled over a word in class. Maybe you sent a message that sounded weird. Maybe you walked into a room and suddenly became aware of everything about yourself. The way you looked, the way you walked, the way you spoke. If you've done that before, you're not alone. Almost everyone has. But most people never realize what's actually happening. Your brain is creating an illusion. Psychologists call it the spotlight effect. But don't let the name scare you. The idea is simple. We tend to believe people are paying far more attention to us than they actually are. It's like carrying an invisible spotlight everywhere you go. And because that spotlight feels so real, you assume everyone else sees it too. But they don't, because they're standing under their own spotlight. They're thinking about their appearance, their future, their mistakes, their insecurities, their awkward moments from 3 years ago, not yours. And that's where things get interesting. Think about last week. How many embarrassing moments from strangers can you remember? How many awkward comments from classmates? How many mistakes from random people online? Probably very few. Not because those things never happened, but because you were focused on your own life, and everyone else is doing exactly the same thing. Read that again mentally. Everyone else is doing exactly the same thing. They're worrying about themselves, not you. Imagine you're giving a presentation. Halfway through, you mispronounce a word. Immediately, your brain sounds an alarm. You think everyone noticed. Everyone remembers. Everyone is judging. But here's where it gets weird. 30 seconds later, most people have already forgotten. Some never noticed at all. Others are busy worrying about whether their own presentation will go badly. That's the trap. The problem isn't that we care what people think. The problem is that we massively overestimate how much they're thinking about us in the first place.
And that belief quietly controls our lives. It makes us stay silent when we want to speak. It makes us avoid opportunities. It makes us hesitate before posting something, trying something, starting something. Because somewhere in the back of our minds, we imagine an audience watching, judging, waiting for us to fail. But the audience in your head is much bigger than the audience in reality. And that realization changed everything for me. I remember hesitating before posting something online. I thought people would judge it, analyze it, pick it apart. Then I realized something funny. Most people scroll past hundreds of posts every single day. They're not sitting there studying mine. They're barely noticing it. And honestly, that realization felt incredibly freeing. Not because nobody cared, but because I finally understood that I wasn't the center of everyone else's attention, and neither are you. This doesn't mean people never judge. Of course they do. We're human. Opinions are part of life, but most judgments are temporary. People move on.
Life moves on. And even when someone has an opinion about you, it often says more about their perspective than your value. So think about the thing you've been worrying about lately. That awkward conversation, that embarrassing mistake, that moment you wish you could replay differently. There's a very good chance nobody is thinking about it nearly as much as you are. And if they are, they'll probably forget sooner than you expect. The real freedom comes when you stop treating life like a performance. When you stop walking into every room expecting critics. When you stop assuming everyone is keeping score. Because most people are simply trying to get through their own day, just like you. So the next time you catch yourself worrying about what everyone thinks,
Ask yourself one simple question.
am I seeing reality, or am I standing under an imaginary spotlight? Because confidence isn't always something you gain. Sometimes it's something you uncover. The moment you realize nobody is watching as closely as you think, you stop performing. You stop shrinking yourself. You stop asking permission to be human. And that's where real confidence begins. So this week, do one thing you'd normally avoid because you're worried about being judged. Speak up, post the thing, ask the question, take the chance. You might discover the spotlight was never really there. And once you stop worrying about what other people think, you'll run into a much bigger challenge. The voice judging you won't be other people anymore. It'll be you. And that's what we're talking about next.